It is that the global trends are the borderless economies and borders essentially going away. Take advantage of both global markets and the ability to be able to source globally. Invest in things that are social entrepreneurship type of activities where essentially it's technology that takes our needs as a society to the next level. So things like biotechnology, cross-discipline, things like nanotechnology, human genome type of things, where there's a significant benefit of new startups and the next wave of technologies that can really take our social development to the next level, natural resources, alternative energy, and so on. From a general risk-taking standpoint, obviously entrepreneurs need to know that take more risks, fail once, but succeed twice, rather than not fail at all and be perfect. And being able to make some bets and use the combination of engineering and technology to be able to take the idea to the next level. That's really key. Well, I think number one, they are not thinking about both the engineering and the business aspect of things. So I've seen many companies have the great idea, but don't quite know how to bring it to market, well, how to sell it, how to position it, how to take the investments and make the investments so you can take a $1 million company to a $10 million company. And sometimes that does take risk-taking. Being able to take some leaps of faith that you're not comfortable with. And I would encourage more and more of that. There's a lot of help around. I would encourage them to network in the right forums, meet the right people, get the right executives to be a little bit more in touch with them so we can help them. I think I'm certainly happy to do as much as I can to help folks in that category. I wish I had that help when I was there.
I think it's being sensitive to your environment and how you're interacting with it so that you really are choosing to do things you do well, learning things that you're curious about, and that the risks that are involved in what you're doing seem reasonable. I think that life evolves and we get learning as we go along, and I think it's important to be aware of that learning and to see what advantage you can use that to. I think that the key takeaway points from my background and developing as an entrepreneur from an engineer is to really understand which of the skills you're acquiring are really interesting to you, that captivate your imagination and would happily consume your time. If you're doing something that you enjoy doing, you'll learn better, learn faster. A great many people feel they're restricted in what they undertake because it's away from the skill that they've learned, and they find that the risk of doing something different appears to be too great, and they stay in jobs they don't enjoy. They end up not being happy. So I think you've got to go with your unordered knowledge, your gut. If a young person was asking me what they should do to be more successful, I think I would say to broaden their contacts, to broaden their awareness of the world around them, and how their skills and the things they enjoy doing fit within that world. And it's the integration of yourself into your environment that will determine whether or not you're going to be successful. It'll also provide you the information that you need to make good decisions about what your future should be. Life is a learning process.
Yeah, from a entrepreneurial perspective, it's challenge the norm, try to be different. Don't do something you don't like doing. I think that's really critical. And choose a company and choose a career path that actually engages you and that you like, and just naturally you'll succeed if you do that. Yeah, I wouldn't go through the normal HR path if you're looking for a job. Try to contact companies directly. Try to contact the hiring manager if possible directly. You know, and these big companies are going to use the first round of layoffs typically to get rid of people they want to get rid of anyway, and then the second and third rounds usually start to hurt. And you're going to have a hard time finding something in those places. So maybe find the smaller companies, the more boutique shops. If you have a good technical expertise in a certain area, try to find something that matches that. But I wouldn't do the typical on-site job hunting programs or the newspaper. I would try to think differently and try to target directly. I guess what I've learned is a great idea is a great idea, but better have a business plan behind it. People are going to lend you money or judge the success, of course, by the profitability. So don't just think about the technology, also think about where does it fit and what is the overall business model.